My mana is gone. 𝕬𝖗𝖘𝖊𝖓𝖆𝖑.
That would only slow me down.
Face, and kingdom end without a trace. When you try to control everything, you ultimately control nothing. 𝕬𝖗𝖘𝖊𝖓𝖆𝖑 has never quite been able to grasp that concept. Hello. Farewell.
You truly are a hero of the modern age, succeeding where even the ancient 𝕬𝖗𝖆 could not. I must say I'm really quite relieved. For a while there I feared we were headed towards another theocratic dictatorship. Exile allowed me to be free of one. I had no wish to experience another. You deserve to be rewarded for your efforts. Here, something with a little insight would suit your purposes nicely. Fare you well.
You are well. The spirit hunts with you.
Yes, I thank you. Though I loved him, I know 𝕬𝖗 was lost to me the very moment he touched that vile abomination. I will weep over his passing for many more nights to come, but I am happy that you avenged his honor and freed him from his torment. There's an Asmeri shrine tucked away in the northern forest. 𝕬𝖗 took me there, told me it was a memorial to those who had gone before him, a place where their spirits could rest. When he passed, he wanted his remains to be laid to rest with the bones of his people. His body, I find it difficult to even think about it, but I doubt it will ever be recovered. Yet there might still be a way. He gave me his necklace, the fangs he earned when he rose from boyhood to manhood, handed it to me for safekeeping only moments before 𝕬𝖗𝖊𝖓𝖆𝖑. It's almost as if he knew what was to come. Please, could you deliver this necklace to the shrine for me? Put 𝕬𝖗's spirit to rest? I would do it myself, but the journey to the northern forest is not what it was. These lands have changed, and not for the better. Keep your life to your own. Greetings! Journey well. Greetings. Keep your life to your own.
Greetings.
Into the most dreaded of thickets you must go, I'm afraid. For there 𝕬𝖗𝖃 the Despairing sulks and schemes. The Val laid waste to her kingdom, and placed her slaughtered children at her feet. Grief enveloped 𝕬𝖃, transformed her, flooded her mind with a singular thought, to share her suffering with those who had murdered her daughters. Though she has returned, her sanity has not. There is no fury like a mother bereaved. Remember, humanity needs us.
I be missing me granddaughter something terrible. You know, I used to tell Lily bedtime stories till she fell asleep in me arms. She loved the ones about 𝕬𝖃𝖊𝖓𝖆, a tough-as-nails Val lassie, said to have explored every coast, cove and bay of this blasted continent with the help of her star. Some nifty artifact she nabbed from somewhere on her first voyage. Young Lily, she were fascinated by 𝕬𝖃𝖊𝖓𝖆's star. Said to be fair humming with thaumaturgy, able to guide its mistress wherever she be fixing to journey. Methinks me granddaughter liked to imagine that one day she'd hold the star in her hands and explore the outer reaches of this world. Oh, I'd dearly love to see her again. But there ain't no way of making that journey with nothing to show for it. She looks up to me, does Lily. So, I'm reckoning that star might put a smile on her pretty face. With such a gift in hand, I'd maybe have the guts to go visit my granddaughter instead of skulking here like some craven ghost. That's if some kind and brave soul fetched it for me. Legend has it, 𝕬𝖃𝖊𝖓𝖆 got herself in some hot water with a certain Queen 𝕬𝖃𝖊𝖓𝖆. Details are vague as to exactly how, but by all accounts, 𝕬𝖃𝖊𝖓𝖆 weren't the most understanding of lasses. 𝕬𝖃𝖊𝖓𝖓, being the free-spirited sort, probably just pricked the royal arse with some spiky facts from the outside world. Almost lost her head for her trouble, 𝕬𝖃𝖊𝖓. 𝕬𝖃𝖊𝖓 took a ship and made sacrifices of her crew, forced the poor girlie into hiding. Still, 𝕬𝖃𝖊𝖓 being of a wily inclination like myself, she slipped through 𝕬𝖃𝖊𝖓's talons and right out of the Empire. But before she left, 𝕬𝖃𝖊𝖓 hid the star somewhere near the causeway that leads into the old Val city up north, just in case she got caught, I suppose. Something like that, in the hands of a tyrant like 𝕬𝖃𝖊𝖓. Who knows what trouble she might have found with it. I be missing me granddaughter. If you're thinking about dying, trust old 𝕬𝖊𝖓. Don't. alchemy to the depths.
Oh, hankering for education, are we? A fascinating case that flies in the face of all that is natural. 𝕬𝖗𝖆𝖑 is undead for sure. Something we have in spades in 𝕬𝖗𝖘, but a sentient, reasonable ghost? Now that is rare indeed. When we talk, I feel as if I'm staring into the breach, witnessing that which man was not meant to know. I have theorized about what animates the pirate's essence, how he manages to manifest on this earth once again. I think I shall compile my observations and speculations into a book. Yes, Eramir's Elucidations of Undeath. Has a nice ring to it, don't you think? From what I can recall, 𝕬𝖗𝖊𝖓𝖆𝖑 was a Vaal fertility goddess, a rather unsettling union of sexuality and mortality. Whilst usually presenting herself as a large arachnid, 𝕬𝖗𝖊𝖓 would often assume human form, a ruse intended to lure mortals into the act of copulation. The entries were vague about the gender of her prey. After satiating her carnal desires, she would then quench her divine thirst, draining her erstwhile lover of all bodily fluid. Her acolytes would then collect the desiccated husk and give it a decorative placement in 𝕬𝖗𝖊𝖓's unholy temple. I fear that Silk knows not the true nature of the marriage he so desperately seeks. Fare you well.
Can't see why I'd want to do that here.
I feel I have failed my poor Groost, not being able to return his bones to the resting place of his people. Still, we have done all we could, considering the circumstances. Groost was a practical man at heart. He would understand. You deserve our thanks. Here are some of Groost's most treasured possessions. I'm sure he would have wanted you to have one. Journey well.
Yes?